everybody, I hope your day is going wonderful. Today is December, day 13, and on day 13 it is going to be acetate and a banner. Woo woo. Okay, so anyhow, I did not put my lace and postcard in my journal yet because I'm not sure where I want to put it. I might want to make it its own pocket, or I might want to put it in something I make in the future from here. And so we're just going to jump right into acetate and a banner, and let's get to it. So for this, I printed out a piece of the Louise Heinzel, I think it's called grunge paper, and you can find her shop on Etsy. And let's see here, let's see if I have the packaging. I got this at Michael's. This is just some smooth, translucent kids tracing paper, Creatology. It was only $3.99 for 40 sheets, and I ran it through my printer. I have an Epson EcoTank 2750. So that came out really nice. It did not smear at all. I just let it sit for a minute and it didn't smear at all. We're gonna turn this into a bag. Then, well, we'll just start with that. Okay, so first, I am going to choose to fold this like this. I wish I could have that on the front more, but I think that will just hinder my, actually, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna just fold this a little bit because, you can make bags in lots of lovely ways. Then I'm gonna do that. And let's see here. We'll go like that, right? All right, let's see how that looks on the front. Oh yeah, I love that for a front. Perfect. Okay, let's just make those a little bit crispy. And then I'm gonna go ahead on the back. This is, just akin to making like your coin envelopes and stuff, only I'm not gonna fold the top down. So we're gonna do that. Then I'm gonna come here and open that guy up and grab my scissors. I am gonna take this little piece out, and I'm gonna go from there to give it that little tapering. And let's see, make sure I get it right here. Is it there? I can always adjust if I have it wrong. Better to take off too little than too much. And we'll go on this side as well. I tend to try to go just above the score line or right on it, but above is better because then you don't have that little extra line. Okay. All right, there we go. So there's that. Then I'm gonna take my pinking shears, and these are Fisker's pinking shears, I think. And I got these at Joann's. And I'm just gonna try to give this a nice little pinking edge. Okay, there we go. And then, all right, so what we have now is this. Okay, let's make sure we like that. All right, so far so good. Then what I want to do is I am going to take some of the top off, so I want to be careful how I center this. I want to take out some of the middle because that's where we're going to put our acetate. Okay, so let's see here. I am going to use this. Am I going to use the smallest? Yeah, I'm going to use the smaller of the two. So what I'm using these oval dies. These are from Gina Marie Designs. And so there you go, wholesalecraftingsupplies.com. And I'm going to use the smaller of these two. And I'm going to put that right about there, I think. So let me do that, because there is a reason I'm not sealing it, and that's because I'm going to run it through my die cut machine. You could also just trace around it and cut it yourself. You could get any shape that you like and trace around and cut it how you'd like it to be. Okay, it's a good-ish. Now I am going to put most of my tape on the insides because that's going to get cut out, and of course you can reuse that somewhere else if you like. Okay. then I am gonna go ahead and, so that, this is why I didn't seal it yet, so that I can cut through and set it on my mat. So this is how I'll feed it through. These are my Gemini Junior plates, and I use them in my large Gemini so that I can just feed this like this, face up. So it goes into the cutting plate like that, and I'm gonna feed that through. All right, so this is what we have. This is our piece in the middle. And I've got a little ink off there, but that's no big deal. Okay, see, I can absolutely use that somewhere else. And then we'll just take that tape off our die. And then I will use that other large, well, I'll show you because I already did it. I used that other large die to make a frame for the outside of the oval. And that is what we have now. Now we're not done with the outside yet, or I should say the inside yet. I am using this graphics acetate. This is a 0.005 acetate, and it comes 9 by 12. I've had this for many years now. I'm almost done with this particular pad. Sorry. And what I did is last night I took some alcohol inks and I let them dry overnight. I love how that came out. And the alcohol inks I used are these. These are called Picasso alcohol inks. I got them on Amazon for a very reasonable price. The colors I used on here were coffee, terracotta, let's see here, blue-green, that's this color here, and then turquoise. Okay, so those are the colors I used on this particular piece. So then what I want to do is, I want that to be my window here. And I just want to figure out about where I'd like it the most. Yeah, down there's nice. So we'll go just down this corner. And I'm just going to cut out a piece that I think will fit, mostly fit there. Okay, so, and it doesn't have to be perfect. It can be a little bit big. And I can cut it down more. It could be, you know, a little bit, just whatever fits the window. Okay, so we'll take that much off. Ooh, it's still a little bit damp. I did this last night too. I thought it'd be more dry by now. I probably should heat set it as well. So I will do that once I get off the camera. All right. So is that a good width? That is a good width. Okay. I think that about there maybe. Okay. So there we go. I think that's good. Yep, that's good. All right. So what I'm gonna do next is, I don't ever have great luck with the wet glues and acetate, so I'm gonna use double-sided tape, and I am going to go around my oval and just make a nice border. And I am not just gonna do it like this, I'm gonna also add it to those little inside corners as well. One of the things that I don't have to worry about is it's not a shaker, so I don't have to worry about making it perfect. All right, so let's take all our tape off. If you hear any thumping, that's my cats wrestling. They're having fun. My youngest cat is about 8 months old, and he is having his first Christmas tree in the house, and it is making him very, yeah, he likes it a lot, let's just say that. He likes to climb it. He's knocked it over about a dozen times, and he is not a small cat. So, there we go, almost done. And we'll move that in a minute. Okay, perfect. So you can put it on so your inking goes that way and you see it like, you know, the back side or the front side through the front. It's totally your choice. So let's see here. I'm gonna, that is the bottom. All right, so, boy, this one little wiggle does not want to, let's, just trying to see which part I want to show through the most and where it comes up on my bag. I think I'm gonna go for about like, just wanted more of that part, but I don't think I'm gonna up there, but oh well. Guess we're gonna go with that since it's sticking. Okay. Let's see how I like that. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay. Now, if you don't like the static, you can always use a what do you call it? Use dryer sheet. I am going to take off some of this extra here and over here because I don't want to interfere with the bag. That's probably hard to see on camera. And it's even a little hard for me to see. It's just that I can feel it on the bag. Perfect. Okay, so now we have this. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and close our bag up. So let me grab my double-sided tape again. Let's start with this. We'll go ahead and put it on there. Okay. And we'll just do that. Oh, that was a little bit persnickety. No big deal. 1 and 2. And if you get that, I don't try to pull it up. I just go ahead and cut it so it releases, and then that way it does not mess up my paper, especially when you're dealing with something like tracing paper. Ooh, Mama, I did that wrong. Oh, I bet you're all yelling at the screen. Can I fix it? You know what? I can't, and I'm just not even going to stress about it because otherwise it'll ruin the whole bag, and I'm just not even going to stress. Okay, so we're going to do that, and it still looks fine. Okay, so next I'm going to put something on the bottom here. Okay, and do this. All right, and we'll seal that up. Okay, looking good in the neighborhood there. All right, so that's where we're at. Then I'm gonna go ahead and use these again. So like you can see some of the acetate color through there. If you don't like that, just cut your acetate smaller or don't color it as high. So we're gonna go ahead and cut this. All right. Now you could just leave it like that if you want at the top. I am not going to though. I am going to do that and that. Uh-oh, I got some ink on there that'll come off later. And then I'm gonna bend the top down. Okay, I wanna go a little bit lower. Maybe just that side. Let's see. This is just all to your liking, your preferences. Okay. And there might be a way to seal that alcohol ink, maybe hairspray, I don't know. I am not an expert on alcohol ink. I don't use it hardly ever. I just thought it would look nice on there. And then I'm gonna grab my vintage photo. And let's see here, I do want that to look a little bit even. Okay, so let's grab my vintage photo and go around the edges. So how are you guys liking this collaboration? Are you getting some inspiration from different people? I sure am. Very grateful to Louise and Barbara for hosting this and for inviting others to participate, and the joy it's bringing and the inspiration it's bringing. Okay, and then, oh yeah, okay, so I cut this frame using the big and the small ovals, one inside the other. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that on. Let's see here. Okay. There we go. Okay. So there's that. Just put that right around the edge there. Alright, so that's what we've got there. Alright, what will we do next? Okay, so I have partially remade the banner. I've partially made the banner, and there it is. These are from Michael's from a while ago. These are just little canvas tags, but you guys, you could make these super easily at home. These are just canvas, and they sewed around the edge and added a couple eyelets. Anybody could make those. And then I put some tan sari silk through it. I went around the edges with Vintage Photo Distress Stain, and that is what I have here. Now I could go down here if I wanted. I kind of wish I had done this frame in craft, but it is what it is now. I can go up here. I kind of like it better up there. I do want to put something on them, but I'm not sure what. All right, so give me a minute. I'm gonna go look and I'll be right back. Here's what we are gonna do for the banner. We're gonna put these little doohickeys on here. So one is a brad, two are brads, and one is like a, I don't even remember what you call this, but let's start with that one. And I'm just gonna poke it through, but then I'm gonna have to use a hammer, so I'm gonna do that off screen, okay? So be right back. That one is in. Let's put the big button brad in, and we're just gonna poke a hole right in the middle. Okay, with my little pokey tool. And split the brad in the back. All right. And then the first one's also a brad, and that's a little star. Same thing. Okay. Okay. Oh, I split the brad too soon. Let's make that a little bit more. Okay, let's see if I can do that better now. Okay, so there is our cute little banner. All right, so it's right there. Do I want that above, below? Okay, yeah, I think we're gonna go over. I think. No, I was gonna say staple it, but I don't think I wanna staple it, because if I staple it, then I'm gonna staple some of the bag shut, and I don't wanna do that. Okay, so let's get some Fabri-Tac and just put a little on each banner. Ooh, this is extra gooey today. Okay, so let's do something like that. This is definitely way outside my comfort zone for color combinations and style, I'll tell you that much. All right. So then let's put something, I don't know, do we want some words or a die cut? What do we want? Just at least one more thing on here. Right, I'm gonna choose a couple of words out of this book, and I chose imagination and possibility. They're not glued down yet. And I am gonna grab my ink again, and we'll go around the edges of these a little bit. I think I need a little more ink on there. on my little dauber there. Okay, there we go. And then I think I'm gonna want them down here, probably is my best guess. I feel like I just want something with them a little bit too. I found this cute little butterfly from a digital file, and I cut him out, and I'm gonna ink him now, and he's gonna go on there too. I think he brings in some of that terracotta color nicely from our alcohol ink. And I could add some ribbons and trims and stuff, and if this were a normal paper, not a tracing paper, I would add more, but I already feel like between the canvas and the acetate, it's a lot of weight. So let's put him there, or her. It could be either. We'll just stick with this glue since I already have it out. Okay, and oops, sorry. We will put that, I guess, about there. Okay, and then we'll put these guys, let's see, like about that. Okay. I am very handsy with this glue, aren't I? Okay, do that one right there. It's funny, I've never had a problem with my cats and Christmas trees. One year we had a problem with 2 cats. They wanted to pee on the tree constantly. We even had to end up getting a second tree, but never with them eating it. But this year, this cat wants to eat the dang tree and knock it over constantly. He is fun. Okay, so that is our cute little bag. I love it. And so that is our acetate and our banner. And so you can stick, let me just grab something. You could stick things in there. So you'll get a hint of what is in there, but you won't see the whole thing because we have this fun little acetate window with some alcohol ink in it that sticks with this whole nice grungy theme of what is going on with this bag. And yeah, and we have our banner. So I hope you guys are enjoying Defemme or Ember. I hope you will continue to watch and support lots of the amazingly talented ladies in this collaboration, and please go check out Barbara at 49 Dragonflies and Louise Heinzel, and that is her channel, and I appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.